In this video, we are going to examine the heat-up sequence for an Astro D2 Upon startup, the D2 goes through the first scan cycle. When the scan is done, the display will show all heating zones. The Astro D2 has 5 heating zones. The heating zones will be displayed in the following order: tank, hose 1, gun 1, hose 2 and gun 2. Every heating zone has its own temperature sensor. The tank has 2 individual heating elements. All other zones have 1 heating element. The display shown here shows the temperature for the tank, hose 1 and gun 1. Hose 2 and gun 2 are not connected, so the display will read, "Not found." On the left side of the TC500 panel, we will find LED indicators labeled Standby/Ready, Program, Tank Error, Hose 1 Error, Head 1 Error, Hose 2 Error and Head 2 Error. Hose and Head 2 are not being used, so the LEDs will not be illuminated. When the LED for the zone is red, the zone is heating and has not reached the set temperature. At this point, the D2 has been heating for a few minutes. The display shows that the tank is now at 89 degrees Fahrenheit. However, the hose and gun are not heating. That is because the D2 uses sequential heat up. Sequential heat up will not allow the guns and hoses to begin heating until the tank has reached about 50% of its set temperature. Sequential heat up is commonly used in other Astro adhesive supply units. We can also determine which zones are heating by looking at the main power board. Each zone has 1 LED per heating element. At this point, only the tank is heating, so there will only be 2 LEDs labeled Heater 1 and Heater 2 illuminated. Due to the sequential heat up process, hose and gun 1 are not heating yet, and their LEDs will be off. At this point, the tank has reached sufficient temperature to allow the next zone to start heating. We can now see that hose 1 is at 111 degrees Fahrenheit and that gun 1 is still at room temperature. Let's check the main power board. The LEDs for the tank should remain on and hose 1 LED should now be illuminated. The tank heater's LEDs and hose 1 LED are indeed illuminated. Head 1 will begin heating up next. Now Head 1 has begun heating and all the LEDs for the zones that are activated should be illuminated. When all the zones reach their set temperature, the zone error LEDs will turn off, the screen will read ready for each zone, and the Standby/Ready LED will turn solid green. When everything is up to temperature, the zone LEDs will cycle on and off to hold the zone temperature. The frequency will vary depending on ambient and process factors. The important thing to remember for troubleshooting is that it's normal for them to turn on and off once the set temperature has been reached.